Question for today's video: the AGAWA or the Swisstech, which one's better? Well, we're gonna find out. It snowed yesterday. We got about 4 to 6 inches, they said, and it got really cold. It's freezing out here. Without further ado, let's get right into this. We have two saws here. We have the AGAWA. I believe this is the 21-inch blade saw. And then we also have the little 14, I think it's 14 to 16 inch. I'll check the exact specs on both of these saws because I honestly forget. This is the little Swisstech saw. My question is there a difference in these two saws? Which one's better? Is the Swisstech better than the AGAWA? Is the AGAWA better than the Swisstech? What's the overall build like? And pretty much, could they both be used for their own purpose? You know, I really do like the build of both of them, but I gotta say right out the gate with the Swisstech saw, there's a couple of things that I don't like about it that the AGAWA saw definitely beats. So without further ado, let's get into it. So guys, first and foremost, let's go over the Swisstech saw. Swisstech saw is small and compact, and I like that about it. It's got a good aluminum frame build. It's really solid. Now, the edge, the blade design is the same exact blade design that's on our AGAWA. This thing's very light, super light. When we get down here toward the handle and the hook mechanism where it actually hooks onto the blade, that's something that I don't like. Personally, I think it's garbage. I don't like the way this is. I don't like the fact that whenever we pop this out, we have to grab the blade. And this might be petty, but we got to grab the blade, fold our saw, and handle that blade all the way into there. And then we got to take this end, lock that back in, and slide that down to make it a compact piece. Now, when it comes to putting this saw together, it's not horrible, but you undo that, you slide your handle out, your blade should fall out. Take this, flip it, fold that down, go ahead and take your handle and put it right here in this guy. Now, let me flip this around here and show you. All this handle right here, this little piece, it sits right there. Now, in theory, that should be good. As we can see, it's tapered down. But here's another thing I don't like. This spins. It spins so you can adjust the tension and stuff. I understand. But why couldn't they make this like the AGAWA where it was just set and it set it at a good tension? So you have to fumble with the blade, get it in there, and then you have to lock it in place. You can't adjust that tension, but this still has the potential of going conk on you, going sideways. Straighten it out, you're good to cut. Something I really don't like about the build of this saw. Other than this mechanism here, I can't see anything wrong with this saw. We're going to do some cut test on it here soon, but other than that right here, that's the only thing so far that I don't like about this saw. Now I want to go ahead and look at the build quality of the AGAWA. Here we are, we have the AGAWA. This thing, I gotta say, I really do like it. It's got the aluminum frame, super solid, no flexing, no bowing, nothing like that. The blade doesn't, you can't turn that blade and make it stay sideways. It's automatically, with the mechanism here, it's just there. Absolutely love that. They designed this saw in a way that whenever you do put your blade on there, a new blade, this already tightens it. It doesn't need anything else. I like the fact that I can grab it here and pull this out, and this stays one piece. All you have to do then is pull that down, fold your blade right into there, and fold your handle around. Just like that. Really love that about it. You don't have to fumble with that blade. You don't have to do any of that. You just pull your handle down, pull this guy around, hook it here. As you see, I'm doing this without touching the blade. So I hook it here, and you lock that in. You hear that? It tightens this blade up really good. And I really like that about this saw. Overall build of this saw, love it. So yeah, guys, I'm not just talking good things about this saw and the overall build and design because it's it's a more higher brand saw. That's not it at all. I'm just saying what I'm saying about it because overall it's a better design, and I love the way they hooked this in here and made that work. without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and do a couple of cut tests on them. And as we can see, them blades are the same. And I'll go ahead and bring the Swisstech up and show you that it has the same kind of edge on it. Here we go. We have the AGAWA up top, Swisstech on the bottom. As you guys can see, it's the same type of blade design on these saws. And it's probably like that with all the saws. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get into a little cut test on this. See which one we like better, see which one cuts better if they do. I kind of doubt it, but here's something I am noticing. This has a bunch of these little teeth, and then it has those. This one's pretty consistent all the way. So I don't know, that might just be a blade thing that I don't know about, but let's saw some wood with these and really see how they do. We're gonna use the Swisstech. This isn't a very big log. This is actually a tree that's fell over, and this is just a branch off of it. But I want to go over and try to cut this one first. And you always cut back first to get your blade started. And then you go from there. Of course, seems how it is a tree that's kind of fall. It's got branches that are keeping it from going down all the way. There we go. So far, I'm pretty impressed with that, y'all. Pretty impressed. Cuts pretty quick. So guys, I gotta say, for a $30 saw, I'm actually pretty impressed for the price. But here's my problem, guys. You see how this blade is sideways? It's not staying straight on me. That could be because of the way I'm cutting or whatever, but it bugs me because I have to constantly fight it. It does cut clean, cuts smooth. The saw itself isn't flexing, and it cuts them little pucks off there really good. Now, I will say, if you had this saw in your pack and you want to cut some big old twigs like this is probably 2.5 inches across here. If you wanted to cut something like this for firewood or even a really nice sturdy shelter, this saw will do it, right? Not saying it won't do it, but that blade won't stay straight on you. Because right now it's canted that way, so you gotta kind of turn it. I don't know, it really probably doesn't matter that much, but it really bugs me. I just don't know why. Use the full length blade of the saw and it cuts great. Cuts pretty good. I gotta say, I really do. Look guys, I really do like this saw. I like it a lot. Serves its purpose, I would say, but man, this right here just does it for me. You know, I don't like that at all. Call me petty, call me whatever, but I'm sure there's plenty of other guys, especially once you get your hands on one of these in AGAWA. Whenever I take this down, I got to grab that blade, you know. Which really ain't that big of a deal, but once you see another saw with a better design in it, you just tend to like that better. So, does cut great. Cuts absolutely awesome. Let's go ahead and pull the AGAWA over here, see how it cuts. Here we go, we got the AGAWA. And first and foremost, I want to show you again. Boom. That is one piece, guys. I can fold this up without even touching the blade. I don't have to worry about that blade turning on me, because once this is locked in here, that blade is locked in, right? It's not, you know, I can't force it one way or the other. It stays straight on you. It doesn't go sideways at all. So I really do like that feature. Obviously, with a bigger saw like this, I'm going to have longer strokes and it won't take as long to cut. That's just eating through that wood, guys. That eats through it way better than the Swisstech, but it's because of that longer stroke. I'm not sure if Swisstech makes a bigger saw than the one I got, but yeah. That makes really quick work of them pucks, guys. go ahead and cut a bigger piece off here. Hopefully we're still in camera. But yeah, really love this saw. It's a great little saw and it makes fast work with that long blade on it. Makes really fast work of cutting these pucks out. Piece of wood that's a little bigger. This is about 3 or 4 inches in diameter. And I want to see if this saw will cut through it. How efficient, how good, and how long. Okay, lift up on this because that branch is kind of hemming it up, but there we go. Of course, our blade bent once again. Drives me nuts. I just don't like it. Cuts great. It cut that great. As you guys can see, we can't go really much bigger than that. But, I mean, unless you're building a log cabin, I don't really know why you would need to go much bigger than that, right? The little saw performs, okay? It cuts great. But the way that blade is, I just don't like that. Guys, the AGAWA is up on this big old branch. Obviously, the longer strokes, we'll be able to process this faster. There we go. Cut that great. The AGAWA, love it. The blade doesn't get bent and stay in that orientation. It stays nice and straight. Frame felt great. Everything about it I liked. We cut that way quicker than we did with the Swisstech, obviously, because the Swisstech is a smaller saw. But yeah, it done great, guys. I love it. Once again, great designing in my opinion. I love it. Guys, we've got the blade metal in for the Bushcraft knife. I also bought some liners for in between the handles, and I'm super stoked to get this build out for you. So that build should be out next weekend. We're gonna start the video right after we get this video uploaded, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. You know, keep liking and commenting and subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I did get the materials in for the Bushcraft knife blade. We've got the metal in, we've got the liners in that I'm going to use for the handle, so stay tuned because that video is coming up. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this video wrapped up. So guys, I went and double checked the specs, okay, for both of these saws. The AGAWA is a 21-inch blade, and if I would have just looked at the handle, it says 21. Didn't know that, but yeah, it's a 21-inch blade. Really love this saw. The Swisstech, this one is a 14-inch blade, 14-inch blade saw. So I know I talked a lot about the hookup here, how that hooks up to the saw. I don't like that it does that. But overall, the Swisstech saw is a great saw. It cuts great. It performs like it should, right? You can build a shelter with just this saw alone. I 100% believe that. But with the AGAWA, I really like this saw. This saw cuts good. It's nice and long. It's 21-inch. I don't think Swisstech makes a longer saw than this. I looked it up. I looked all over. I could just be looking in the wrong places, but the 14-inch is the only one I could find. The AGAWA, they've got all kinds of different size saws, and most of them are like this. They all have that nice hookup where that blade hooks up, and I really like that. I will say, if the Swisstech had the same type of mechanism as the AGAWA, I would really like it. But since it doesn't, I'm going to say personally in today's video, the AGAWA wins. The AGAWA versus this, AGAWA wins only because of that design feature that I really like, and overall build quality is great. You know, both saw build quality is great, and like I said, I don't ever promote something just because it's worth more than the other. That's not it at all. But I'm just saying, this saw, just with this, in my opinion, is better than this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Which saw would you guys rather have? What do you guys think? And hey, I'll see you in the next one.